Welcome everybody to the show today. You know what it is. It is about that time. It is about that prime. It is prime time. I'm so excited and I'm so thrilled for today's show. Man, oh man, it's going to be jam-packed. And we have an amazing speaker with us, and she has done such incredible things. She's part of the Forbes 30 under 30 2021 list, and she is the founder of BAA Health. Let's all introduce and welcome Miss Bontle Tshole.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah.
Yes, we made it. We made it.
Finally.
Hey, it's happening. It's happening. And Bontle, thank you so much for being a part of Primetime. So exciting. And I'm glad that you are here.
Thank you so much for having me here. I really love what you've been doing and how you've been doing it, and it's only an honor for me to be on this platform as well.
Yes. And we had to make sure that it happens. You know, we had to make sure that it happens, and just seeing what you've done with the company, it's really amazing. It's really amazing. And I just thought, no, you know what, let's just make it happen. Let's empower people, let's equip people, and let's just inspire people through what we have done. So thanks again for being part of the show. I know she's busy, guys. You can see she wants to just go and make orders and please the clients, but she really took the time out to just be here and to spend time with everyone who's watching the show and stuff. So thank you, Bontle. I know you've been busy because when we had met before the shoot, you were telling me that it's already been hectic.
It has. It's been. It feels like it's been a whole year in the last month.
Wow.
But in a good way. I mean, we are working towards growing the business and growing our opportunities. And so when we are busy, it's a blessing. It really is a blessing. So we just need to take the rain with the sunshine. Or what do they say? Take the mud with the rain.
Yeah. I think so. I don't know.
Something like that.
I don't know. If you know, please drop down in the comment,
that thing, and then,
I don't know, but I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah.
So, no, that's great. I think let's just jump straight into it. And I think firstly, we would love to know is your background. Tell us about your background and your upbringing, and just in essence, who is Bontle, man? Tell everybody who you are, where you're from, and just your upbringing.
So I'm a girl from the East, and we know East Rand girls do the things.
All right,
so,
shout out to
East Rand.
Shout out to East Rand girls.
Although it's called Ekurhuleni now, but those who know it's the East Rand.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
So I grew up in the East Rand.
Okay.
Did my high school there, primary school there, and then I went to study at the University of Johannesburg.
Okay.
So I grew up with my mom. She was a single parent, and my brothers. I was a rose amongst the thorn, which is a very nice place to be, right? And then I went to study at the University of Johannesburg, and I studied psychology, and then concurrently studied towards my BA in politics. And throughout that journey, I was working in part-time in retail, promotions.
Okay.
I mean, the student jobs.
Yes, I hear you.
And then after graduating from my BA in politics, I had already started working towards BAA, but I wasn't planning on launching it so soon because I wanted to save up until the perfect time, and when the time was right, then I would just go for it. So I had started working on recipes, and I checked equipment and what I need to be saving so that I can afford the one that I want. And it just didn't work out like that. So the job that I was working at, unfortunately, I wasn't able to stay there any longer. I think also because of my personality.
Okay.
And it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it happened that soon in my career, but I would really take that role of management very seriously.
Okay.
And so I was there, and I would tend to tell my superiors what must be done.
Oh, I see.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing, right?
See.
But
No,
if you're telling
all.
the boss what to do in his business.
So there was just a little bit of friction.
There was. And then something happened in my personal life.
Okay.
And at the time I had asked for leave. And they were just like, you can take family leave for that 3 days.
Okay.
And then after that, you need to come back. And I was like, I can't. This is not something that I can afford to come back for. I really need to be there. And I'm not one to be always away. And so I'm just asking for a bit of leave now.
Yes.
And they said no.
Sure.
And I was just like,
It didn't go down well.
No. And that was me leaving. But now I'm used to getting an income. And I still need to live. I can't live off of my mom.
Yes.
And so I started BAA. Well, so I called my first. Now I have to actually do something, right, to make money.
Okay.
So I called around, and there was markets happening, and I was calling to find out so I can also just like get my things in order.
Yes.
So like, how much do you charge? How often is this market? How does it work?
So you were doing market research.
Exactly.
Research. Okay.
And I called this one market in Pretoria. 012 Central. I don't know if you know it.
No, I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
It was a very hippie market, a very nice market.
Yes.
And I called her on Tuesday, and she was like, "Yeah, no, this is the stall price, and this is how we work, and this is what's happening. And we've actually got space on Saturday. So are you coming?" And I was just like, "It's Tuesday." I didn't have anything. I had a blender. I had bought the blender whilst I was working.
Oh, I see.
And a few other little things here and there just to keep me going.
Yes.
But I didn't have the things that
needed that was gonna help you to get to actually that place.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure.
But I can't remember who says this, but they say Virgin. Richard Branson says,
Richard Branson, yes.
If you can't do something, say you can't do it and figure out a way to do it afterwards.
I love
that.
So
I was just like, no, I'm there. I'm ready. Like, I've got this. I've been doing this.
Exactly. And I love that because you're not a problem acceptor, but you're a problem solver.
We need to be. You need to be, especially in entrepreneurship, because there's so many problems that you come across. And if you don't solve them, no one's going to solve them.
Exactly.
Entrepreneurship in itself is a problem-solving thing.
Yeah.
So we're all here solving problems. If you don't solve anyone's problem, then you don't have a business.
Sure.
You don't have a product.
Oh man. She's already starting. It's getting heated, guys. You can feel the atmosphere has already changed. And was that the end of the story?
So I went to the market on Saturday. Of course, during the week now, I'm a headless chicken. I must go get stock. I must go get everything that I need that's short here, that's missing here.
Yeah.
And I did. And I took my first employee with me, my little brother.
Oh, nice. Oh man, I love that. How old is he?
Well, he's not little, but to me, he's little. He's younger than me. So he's when we're 100, he's still my little brother.
Oh, I see. You one of those. You one of those, yes. Okay.
So he's not much younger than me.
Okay.
And we went and we sold out twice. And that for me was really a sign that this is something that I need to pursue. I took that seriously. So one of my favorite books is, so I'm not into fiction, but this is one of the books that stuck with me. I think it's because of the message behind it.
Yeah.
The Alchemist.
The Alchemist.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just the chapter in The Alchemist that talks about when things are meant for you, when you're on the right path, things will happen that affirm you are on the right path. It doesn't mean it'll be easy.
Yes.
But there will be confirmation along the route. So this is where you're supposed to go. This is what you're supposed to be. This is who you're supposed to be. And so I took that as a sign. Selling out twice. Yes, maybe I didn't bring a truckload of stock.
Yes.
But still.
Yes, but it was a stepping stone.
Yes. Because we could have gotten there and no one bought. Everyone's just like,
I hear you. Yeah.
So from there, we just continued to do more and more markets. One market after the other. Some were just not so great.
Yeah.
Others were amazing.
And many lessons were learned.
Exactly.
Yeah, trial and error. You know, what works, what doesn't work.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
So, yeah.
And
from there.
And you don't regret it. You don't.
No, not at all. Not at all. I always knew I was going to go into business, just not this soon, because my mom was also a businesswoman.
Oh, nice. And yes, I believe she's running a family business.
So
and you were like helping her out. Tell everyone a little bit about that.
So, it wasn't necessarily a family business. It was her business. But
it was her business.
Yes,
oh, yes.
We were also employees, you know.
I see. I see.
So you help out because, I mean, you want to eat as well. So you need to work for your food.
Yes. And like, because I read it in an article, I think it was the Forbes Africa article, how they were just speaking about how you are helping out and you got your skills from your mom's business. You know, and I was just so inspired by that because she really set the tone, man. She really set like the bar for you to really just progress
the
and
bar
to
for
just
bar.
Exactly. The bar for bar, you know. So, you know, props to your mom, really props to your mom.
No, she did. You know, I remember, I think I was like 7 or 8. No, actually 7, 6, 7. My mom, she was still employed then. But she would come back home and she had a little side business, ironically, juices as well.
Oh,
and she would come home at night with bottles and lids and she'd make juices and then go sell them. And then she left her job and she went into business full time. So I was like 8, 9.
I see.
And she went into business full time.
Okay.
And along the journey, you know, this is why I say environment is so important.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm extraordinarily blessed, or I don't think it's I'm this wise person extraordinarily so. But I think because I grew up in this environment where I understood what a CK doc was from a very young age, because my mom would send me, go fetch that document for me, go do this, where's that in business, and you understand the lingo, you understand the term. So when it was time for me to start my own business, I already knew where I needed to go.
Oh man.
And it's not an opportunity afforded to many people.
No, not at all.
It's actually very sad when we're honest and we think about it. People see us and they're like, oh, you're into business, how did you do it? You know, it's not difficult.
Yes.
But it's also, it just needs a lot of work and a lot of understanding.
Yes.
But it's not a difficult thing to do.
Yeah, I hear you. And when we were speaking, you're saying it's like a child. It's like your baby.
It is.
You know,
it is.
yes, it's demanding, and yes, it's a lot of work, and yes, you have to put all your resources and time and investment into it. But the greatest value is the joy.
Exactly.
And the meaning of you know, that baby and what it's going to grow into and become.
Exactly.
You
So
know?
there are times where your baby cries in the middle of the night when you're tired, you come back from work, you're tired, you just want to sleep, and your baby cries.
Wow.
But you go, you pick your baby up, you soothe your child and put them back to bed. And in the morning, they're smiling, and that smile on their face makes everything worthwhile. So there's ups and downs in everything in life. Doesn't matter what route you choose. You just need to choose your sword and die on it. That's it. It comes with, I think, just life, being alive.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what you choose, there'll be a struggle. But there's also a joy to it, and you need to focus on the joy to survive. Otherwise,
you're not gonna make it.
You're not.
You're definitely not gonna make it. No, that's awesome. There's light at the end of the tunnel.
Always.
That's basically what you're saying.
Yes, always.
No, that's really great. And I actually wondered, like, why BAA though? Like, why BAA? what's the meaning behind BAA? Because I'm sure a lot of people that are listening to this and also watching, they actually asking themselves, and because it's very unique. You know, it's very unique. It's not like we are, you know, I don't know, like the star, or we are like it's just so unique. And I love how it just, like, it's captivating. You just want to know. So please tell everyone about the inspiration of that name, BAA.
So my first employee, my little brother, couldn't pronounce my name growing up. I mean, he was a baby, like 2, learning how to talk, and he used to call me BAA. And as a joke, my older brothers also used to call me that, just to make fun of me, but it stuck. It ended up sticking. And so growing up, they used to call me BAA. My mom used to call me BAA. So it's something that it felt almost natural for me to call this business that, because Bontle Smoothie Bar, nothing's wrong with it, but it didn't have that ring.
It didn't have that thing, man. It didn't have that thing. Like when you say BAA.
Exactly.
Oh man,
exactly.
yeah. And also because I know that your business, it's like it's also like a bar, you know, so it kind of links up.
Exactly.
With what's happening and the production and just how everything works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So when I registered my business before I officially started it, and that's not always like the way to go. You don't have to do it that way, but that's how I did it. And I just registered it as just like a name that I could use anywhere with whatever business I go into. And I knew I was passionate about this, but I didn't know that this would be what I go into as a full-time business. And so the name BAA was already on the registration certificate, and just when it came with the BAA, it just made sense. It was just again alignment and the universe affirming that this is right.
Oh man, I really love that. So Bontle, when I checked out your Instagram post, you know, it was so amazing, because you actually posted a picture and you said that your vision for 2022 is to build and raise up 50 young women who are going to have legally compliant businesses. And I thought that was so powerful, because the message that I received from that is that woman empowerment is very, very critical. Woman empowerment is very important. So speak to us a little bit on that.
So the one thing that I really am passionate about is women, and making sure that women are okay. You know, women are caregivers in every sense of the word. And when a woman has an opportunity, she makes sure that everyone is fed from that opportunity. Even if it's 500 Rand a month that's coming in, everyone gets fed. I think the problem that we face in South Africa is that most of the businesses are not legally compliant. They're informal businesses, which limits the extent of growth that you can have. And I'm not saying everyone wants to be a multi-billionaire, but there are opportunities that you miss out on because you are not legally compliant.
Yes,
and
yes.
along my journey and my own personal works, the business and the personal works, I've realized that young women don't actually have access to this knowledge, and they don't know where to look. The young men as well. I mean, knowledge is knowledge. It's not gender specific, but
Yes, yes.
they really don't have access to it. And because of how we are socialized, women are then pushed down to the bottom. So men will get the information first, and then women will come after. And so, like I said, I'm very passionate about women and children.
Yes,
But
yes.
for this project, of course, we're going to be working with women to help them register businesses, become
Yes.
tax compliant.
Yes.
Little things. It's very little things.
Yes.
But if you don't know, you really don't know where to start or how to do it. And so, this is actually something that I should have done a very long time ago, right?
Yes.
But because I always would push it to the back burner and I'll do it later, I recorded a couple of videos a few months ago.
Okay.
And I haven't released them yet.
Okay.
So this is the time. So we're going to be using the YouTube channel to
Okay. Awesome.
put information out there. So there's not going to be some subscription and pay X amount and get
Yes.
this information.
Yes.
It's really meant for people who don't have access to information. If you have money to pay for a subscription, that
Yeah.
means you have money to be able to go and get this information yourself. So
Yes.
this is just meant
Yes.
for, this is me paying it forward because I see there's a problem and I have knowledge. Why don't I use the knowledge that I have to help others?
No, of course.
And
Of
it may
course.
not be a something that everyone will benefit from, but there are
Yes.
so many that will take
Yes.
this opportunity.
But
and
we
benefit
change the
from it.
world one person at a time.
Exactly. So 50 people, 50 women this year, if I can just touch them, just to, channel them into the right path and
Yes.
help them along the route.
Yes.
Sometimes you are legally compliant, but just because you just started your business, you don't know what road to take. So
I hear
also
you.
want to play that role as I'm not overly experienced, but I have a lot of experience. And so that role of a mentor, to
Yes.
say, ladies, with my experience and my knowledge, how can I help you and how can you help me? So let us grow that. And
That's so great.
I hope to build this into something much bigger where we
Yes.
can really take this to our townships and our rural
Yes,
areas and
yes.
help groups of women at a time,
That's exciting.
Also, I am working towards getting sponsorship for this and funding for it so that
Okay.
we really make impact of note.
Yes.
So that once we have moved from a particular individual, the impact is very visible.
Yes.
And so we are
Yes.
at the grassroots level. That's where we want to be.
That's
really
where we
just
want to
helping
be,
those who don't know.
No, that's amazing. Wow, that's really, really incredible. And I'm so excited about that. And, because also as a woman, I'm sure you face so many challenges as a business owner, So, maybe talk a little bit about that, because I'm sure there's been a few challenges, that maybe have confronted you just as a woman running your own business. Yeah, just tell us a little bit about that and some of the lessons I guess you learned.
No, definitely. Just being a woman, people don't think you know how to run a business. And it's something that I've seen. It's not a very popular opinion. I think I'm also, I don't want to say numb towards it, but I don't pay much attention to people who do that to me.
Okay.
Because I know what I want, I know what I'm here for,
Yes.
and that's that.
Yes.
So when someone does shun me because I am a woman, then it doesn't play on my mind. I just move on to the next thing. So if, for instance, I'm approaching a client and I say, this is what we want to do, and you are the manager, and I can see that, this person, because of my
Yes.
my gender, is not paying attention to me, or you see when someone is undermining you.
Yes.
If I come and talk to you, you want to hit on me, you want to make me your girlfriend, you want to take me out to lunch. I'm not here for that. I'm here for business. I find that very offensive when I'm here and, if you want to take me out for lunch, it's fine. Offer everyone else in this room that lunch and let's go out for lunch. Don't just do it because you want to, hey, baby,
And there's an
what's up?
agenda.
Yeah, there's an agenda. If it's a genuine business meeting, I go. If you were doing drinks at a place and it's a genuine business meeting, I go. But not because
Yes.
this person wants to try
Yeah.
something with me. I don't do that. But in a situation like that, I don't want to lie. I'm blessed with an element of resilience inside of me where I just move on to the next one. So you're the manager. I'll go find your boss and speak to him
Speak
about
up,
what
yeah.
I'm here for. So it's really something that you need to program yourself towards
I
and
see.
not be too cognizant of it. Yes, it will happen, but don't put your mind to it to say this is something that's there.
Of course.
And I can't succeed because of it. No,
Yes.
you will succeed in spite of it. No matter what
Yes,
happens, you
yes.
will succeed. And your gender should not determine what you can and cannot do. It cannot. It should
That's
not.
big.
Yeah,
That's big.
Yeah. So again, just believing in your own strength and your own power.
Yeah.
You are who you are. You've got the wisdom that you've got.
Yes.
You can do everything that another person can do, male or female.
Yes.
You
Yes.
just need to know what it is you want to do and do it.
Awesome. And please tell everyone about what you do at BAA and why is BAA so unique. So tell us a little bit about the USP, the unique selling proposition.
What do I do? Oh my goodness, I do everything. What don't I do should be the question.
Wow, yeah.
But I think also in the journey, I'm learning to let go of a lot of roles in the business. When we start out, you want to do everything. Let me take that back. You don't want to do everything, but you
Okay.
have to.
Yes.
You can't afford to hire a team of 100 people to come and run the business. You have to do
Yes.
everything. You have to start at
Yes.
the bottom. But not only is it because we can't afford it, but you also learn the ropes whilst you are busy doing that.
Oh,
You don't
yes.
want to hire someone and not know actually how this job needs to be done. You need to be able to tell them that this is how you do the job. This is how I want it to be done. So I do a lot.
Yeah, so you do IT, you do sales,
Marketing,
you do marketing, HR, the legal,
The legal.
accounting.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
my
but
word.
there's actually someone that we're working with for our social media side.
Okay, great.
There's also someone who helps us out with HR.
Oh, great.
So there's things that I've moved away from myself. I'm not an expert in everything. Why don't you get an expert in that particular field to help you?
Exactly.
And outsourcing is a great way to also save money because if you don't use it every day, you don't have to pay for it every day. Unlike having an employee here
Yes.
who you need to pay. So yeah.
That's really awesome.
yeah.
And you just, in that way, you increase in your capacity.
Exactly.
And what's also nice is that the more people, in the business, the more people you empower.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
essentially, I believe that's one of your goals. And
Blessed to be a blessing.
exactly,
Yeah, exactly.
that's you hit the nail with the hammer.
Yes, we need
there,
to.
Yeah.
I don't think the purpose of life is for yourself. It is really for others. And so if more of us take a mindset like that, I think we'll help a lot more people instead of the selfish mindset that it's me, I want this. And
Yes.
I am blessed, but my blessings are not for myself.
I love that.
It's for the benefit of all.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So that's really great. No, that's really great. So tell us a little bit about the success stories and like how it impacted like people and stuff.
I think the thing about health is that it's not convenient. And that's what people struggle with a lot. It's not that people don't want to eat healthy. It's just that where do we go when we want to eat healthy? I'm on the
Exactly.
road all day. I just want to grab something quickly. Where do I go? We don't have many options. And so it ends up deterring you from following that lifestyle. And so what we really are about is having healthy, convenient food, I speak to my clients a lot and I'm very in touch with them because I want the feedback. I want to hear what they're saying. Do they like this? What
Yes.
don't they like? What do they think I should change? So I'm open to listening and hearing another person's perspective.
Yeah.
Even if it's my client, yes, I want to impress them. But sometimes they can tell you something that you didn't think of, that you didn't see,
That's
that you weren't
good.
cognizant of.
That's
So
good.
listening is very important. There's been so many clients that I think I've even built relationships from because of their joy in this. There's this one in particular who we've actually never met in person.
Yes.
Because she doesn't even live in the province.
Yes.
And she orders from us so regularly. And when she started, she was like, oh, you know what? I just want to get back to me. But I don't have time for like this prep. And I just want it to be done. So we sent her a few juices and some smoothies. And ever since then, she'll just call and say, what, thank you so much.
Oh, geez.
I'm happy with that. She's done cleanses. And then after the cleanse, she'll give it a few days and give us feedback like, I'm feeling so energetic. I'm
Yes,
so happy.
yes.
And it's just really blossomed into a relationship. And I think that's also one of the things that I enjoy about being in business. You're getting
Yes.
so many different people.
Your clientele,
Yes,
and
yes.
everyone has a different context.
Exactly, exactly. So it's just been a beautiful journey, listening and talking to clients.
Yes, and it's only going to get better.
Of course, there's no other way.
No, of course. Onwards we go, man. Onwards we go. And obviously you are part of the Forbes Africa, list. And please tell us a little bit about that. And I'm sure you were really, really excited, you know, and you were really, really happy. So just tell us about that whole experience.
So let me tell you about Forbes and the power of manifestation.
Okay.
So in 2017, if I'm not mistaken, I've always wanted to be on Forbes. I mean, I would joke about it in high school.
Yeah.
That, you know, this Forbes ladies here. And, you know, it was just a joke. But in every joke, there's a bit of truth.
Yes.
And so in 2017, I was like, but I really want this, hey? And 30 under 30, come on. Like, come on.
It's nothing.
Come on. Yeah, I must do this. I must do this.
Yeah.
And so I got a Forbes 30 under 30 wallpaper and I put it on my phone. And I've had like 4 phones since then, but I said to myself, I'm putting it here so I can see it every day. When I open my phone, I must see this thing.
Oh, man.
So I'm reminded,
Yes.
hey, this is what you're working towards. And so I put it as my wallpaper. And, you know, subconsciously, I may not be thinking, okay, I want to be on the Forbes 30 under 30. Sometimes you're just stressed and you just want to get juices out, or you don't have mangoes, now you're stressed, you're running to the market for mangoes, but you open your phone, you swipe. I'm not thinking Forbes, but subconsciously it's registering my mind.
Yes.
And so the Forbes 30 under 30, when it happened, when the names were announced, so they sent us a list of names.
Okay.
So what they did is they created a WhatsApp group.
I see.
Added everyone.
Okay.
So there was prior communication to say, well done, you were shortlisted on the Forbes 30 under 30. Just send us these documents.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, great.
Okay.
And then they didn't communicate after that for like a month and a half.
Oh,
so I was like, it's fine.
It's all right.
We'll try again. We move. And then they add us to the WhatsApp group. I'm like, oh no, they want us to now, all of the people who didn't make it, shame,
I see.
guys.
Sort of like to console and, you know.
And I opened there. And there was a PDF that they had sent. So they sent it earlier in the day, but I was really busy that day in particular.
Okay.
So I only got to the house at like 4 or 5. And I opened the group and I'm just like, what are these people saying? Because already in my mind, I was like, it's a consolation group.
Yes.
And there was a PDF and I opened the PDF and there's a lot of congratulations. Wow, this is great. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's all of us now. Also, again, undermining our abilities, because in that moment I didn't think I had made it. I didn't think I was. So stop undermining yourself before there's a conclusion. And I opened that and the PDF and I was going through the names and number 3 was Bontle. I was like, that's me.
Seriously.
And I literally felt down and I cried because I was like, God, you actually do hear me when I pray, when I talk, when you are there, you are real.
Yes. Wow.
And that really, for me, meant a lot. It really affirmed who I am, what I'm doing, that I am again on the right path.
Yes.
So it was just one of those moments for me. It was a really great,
Sure. Yeah, and then obviously, you know, getting into because I'm sure you've received like so much exposure, you know, from it. And like how's the exposure been? Like, has it opened up channels for you? Has it opened up, you know, more business opportunities for you? What has it done for you?
So to be quite honest, it does change people's perception of you and who you are and what you do and the level of your business. So we're doing the same thing before and after, but people perceive us differently.
Oh, I see.
And it makes a whole lot of a difference. I'm going to be honest, it
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
Perception is very important.
Yeah.
So you can drive a Taz or you can drive a G63. You're still going to the same place, right?
Yeah.
You may be wearing the same suit, but when you park the Taz and the G63 outside of place X, they perceive the G63 and the Taz differently.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily wrong or right.
Yeah.
Yes, we all judge. So it's something that's human nature. We all judge based on that. And honestly, more than anything, that's what that opportunity afforded me. It changed the mindset and the perception of people as to who we are and what we do.
I see. Perception is really something which is so key. And I was even going to ask you, like, is that a good thing or is it a bad thing? But actually, what I do love, and just from what I'm getting from you, is that it wasn't necessarily like everything, you know. The business is everything. The business is the baby. The business is the love. It's the joy. It's the passion. And as you were saying, if you're going in the right direction, you know, things will come.
They will.
things
They
will
will.
come, kancane kancane, they will come, and then yeah, man, it's just, it's only the beginning, of great things to come. So no, man, that's really exciting. And yeah, Bontle, I think just to close it off and to wrap it up, what would be maybe like 5 essential key things that you have learned and that you can actually give to people? Like, what advice would you actually give to people who are aspiring entrepreneurs or even entrepreneurs? Just the 5 biggest things maybe you have embodied. I don't know, is that a lot?
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not
Okay.
at all.
All right.
But to be honest, I can only sum it up in one thing. Just
Okay.
believe in the power of your dreams. Believe in the thing here. You've got ideas, you've got visions, and you're taking yourself for granted because people around you don't see what you see.
Ish.
If you can believe in yourself, nothing is impossible.
Nothing
I
is
can give you all of
impossible.
the advice in the world about
Yeah.
what I learned, and make sure you're compliant in your business. Make
Yeah.
sure that you're in the right circles, go to conferences, mingle. But really, that is not as powerful as belief. Keep on believing in yourself. Have faith in who you are and who you're meant to be and who you're called to this earth to be. Find
Yeah.
that out as soon as possible
Yeah.
and live in that.
Yeah.
And I think that is the only piece of advice that you need to live this life, no matter what path you're taking, no matter where you're going, no matter who you meet on the road.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Believe in the power of your dream.
Yes.
That's very, very profound, and that's
Yes.
very deep. And I'm sure people are really going to take that on and they're really going to, run with it, with everything. So, wow. Yeah, that's really incredible. And, yeah, I'm also blessed, I'm really blessed by all of that. And, yeah, you don't have to, I always tell people, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great.
Exactly.
And that's really something I believe you also went through, because when you started, you didn't have anything.
No, nothing.
Like, you had nothing. And I read somewhere else is that you had started with like savings. You just started stuff with savings and the
Yes.
blender, so you just
Exactly.
used what you had, and then you just ran with it
And you make it work.
and you just make it work.
If you're serious, you'll make it work. You don't have to have all of the resources in the world, but you've got resources. You just need to know how to use the resources you have. Every single one of us has a resource in our corner. That resource may not be, my resources are not your resources.
Yes.
But I can leverage mine and so can you.
No, of
and
course.
I think that's what it's about.
Of course.
Finding out, some people have connections. Some people have money.
Some people have skill.
Some people have skill. Some people, like whatever it is, use it, Some people, like, they don't even need to think about baking. Like, they can do it in their sleep. Some people are good with their hands and they can weld anything out of anything.
Yes.
Some people are just amazing at talking. Some people are, whatever it is, just use that resource.
Yeah.
Some people, you go into a meeting and this guy or girl has nothing, but they're able to talk to the next person.
Yes.
Just like, listen, I've got this idea. and
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
what-"
yeah.
And they get the deal. And you've got the money and you've got the talent and
Yeah.
you've got but you don't get it. So really use whatever resource you have and make it work for you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you have to discover it. You have to literally discover it. And even, I don't know if you saw, I was interviewing a good friend of mine, Talifani. He said that when you know who you are, then you'll also know who you are not.
Exactly.
And I found that really, really deep. Yeah,
It's
I found that.
true. And you can make decisions easier that way because you know what's not for you.
Ish.
That this path is not mine. Even though it may look interesting at the time.
Yes.
Because that's the thing. Sometimes a path that's not yours looks so good, right?
Man.
And you want to take that opportunity or that chance.
Man.
You want to date that person, but it's not yours
Yes.
and you know.
Ish, and you do know.
But if you don't know what you're not, then you'll take that opportunity, you'll take that chance, you'll date that person and find out later that
Yeah.
no, I didn't know who I was, and now
Yeah.
I'm in a situation.
Yeah. And it's just like, because like, just meeting, some people, and also with me, it's like, it took me time to actually just get to that place of discovery. It's like I was touching base here, touching base there, touching base this, touching base there. And like, I was just all over the show, and that was also because of maybe what people had, said about me, or maybe what people were insinuating, what they thought was right for me. But at the end of the day, I know what is best for me.
Exactly.
You know, I need to discover what is basically within.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So yeah, I think it's what you're saying in terms of just the belief and just having that vision and just knowing who you are. You know, that's when you actually become unstoppable. That's when you become unstoppable. Because I think of like, you know, if you try to like plant, let's say a seed into the ground, you know, yes, you can water that seed and nurture it, it will grow. But if you try pluck it out and then plant it somewhere else,
you want to check how far along it
exactly,
is.
and then you pluck it out and then you plant it again, you pluck over a period of time, it's going to die.
It is.
It's not going to grow the way that it needs to become.
It may grow a little bit, but not the way.
Not at its full capacity.
Exactly.
You know, and I just believe that, you know, people should actually realize that you need to actually be planted. You need to be rooted in that discovery of your talent and your gift. You know?
Honestly, that's the truth.
When you invest in that, it might seem small right now, but if you invest in it, you take care of it and you grow with it, it's really going to
it's gonna bear the fruit that you want.
It's gonna bear the fruit, exactly.
And sometimes, like the bamboo tree, you know the story of the bamboo tree, right?
Tell me the bamboo tree story. Yeah, everyone wants to know about the bamboo tree.
So the bamboo tree, for like 4 years, right? You plant the seed and it's underground for like 4 years. It doesn't grow. But you're watering it, but you don't see anything happening. And on the 4th year, within 6 weeks, it grows. I think it's 15 meters tall.
Okay, wow.
So does the bamboo grow 15 meters tall in that 6 weeks, or was it the 4 years prior? And I think we take it for granted, like you're saying. Just plant, do the work, be patient. That 4 years, it's not going to waste. Yes, it feels like it when everyone around you is prospering and succeeding and like, oh my God, what's happening with my life? But no, just be patient. Because within 6 weeks, then people are like, this guy, he's an overnight success. But they didn't see the 4 years before that 6 weeks.
They didn't see it at all, the behind the scenes.
That behind the scenes. So some people are planting crop that grows. Because there's also, you know, like herbs. If you plant herbs, it grows now, just now. And other people's gardens are flourishing. And you've been watering your bamboo tree.
And you're seeing nothing.
And you're seeing nothing. And people are like, just give up. Let me help you find a job, hey? Don't you want... They're hiring where I am. And you're like, but I see a vision here. I know where I'm going. And it doesn't seem like it. Nothing around you says yes.
I hear you.
You're still hungry.
I hear you.
You're still wearing the same clothes you were wearing 4 years ago. You're still... Life is not moving forward, but you know where you're going.
Exactly.
So really, it's about just understanding who you are, where you're going, what you're about.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know what I actually thought about? It's very weird, but I thought about like a pregnant lady, you know, because what's so incredible about a pregnant lady is, let's say scenario wise, that lady is pregnant, you know, but prior to being pregnant, they would live like an extravagant lifestyle and they would like, you know, drink and they'll do all of that stuff. But it's so crazy how when a lady finds out maybe they're pregnant, it's like their lifestyle changes, you know, and you want to take care of what is on the inside of you and you're more disciplined and things like that. And I just believe it's like the same thing. Something is on the inside of you, and once you know something's on the inside of you and that vision and that goal, you'll just live differently. The decisions that you make are going to be like very, very proper. And the powerful thing is that just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
Exactly. Delayed doesn't mean denied.
You got me. Yes. You got me. Yeah. So it's like, listen. But those are bars.
Right? I should go into rapping if this doesn't work.
You know what I mean? No, but it will work. But I think everyone got so much from this Bontle, and I'm really appreciative of this time and your contribution. It was really great. And hopefully definitely we will definitely do more, you know, of these. And I'm just here as a sponge, if I'm being very honest with you. I'm just here to learn, to absorb, and to just run with it, because you've truly done great things. And we're just so proud of that.
Thank you so much. I think we learn from each other. So with every interaction, you are changed and I am changed.
Exactly.
And if whatever it is, it may be one line from a conversation and run with that.
Yes.
We'll become better every time.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So yes, guys, you've heard it here first with Bontle, and it was really such a great interview, such a great episode, and so many gems and so many insights were shared on the show today. And yes, please make sure that you guys you like and you share and you subscribe as well to my channel, and definitely more interviews are to follow, and more shows are going to follow, and we're definitely going to go to the next level of Primetime. And Bontle, just before I forget, where can people like get a hold of you? Where can people find you? Are you on social media? Where can actually people get connected to you?
So on social media, I'm Miss_Tshole.
Okay.
And then the business is BAAA Health. That's BAAA_Health.
Okay.
Email bontle@baahealth.com. Also, I'm starting my YouTube channel now. I'm becoming very serious about it now. It's been in the pipeline for a long time. I started and stopped.
Okay.
But now, like, we're serious. So,
Yes.
yeah. Also, my YouTube channel,
Yes.
Bontle Tshole.
Oh, okay, awesome. Should I also tag you
Please
on the...
Please do. And everyone that's watching this must also
yeah.
like and subscribe to my page.
Awesome. No, I'll definitely put all the links there so that people can see. And man, it's just going to be great. So yes, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. This is Peter Mudiba signing out till we meet again. Cheers.